everyone. Today I'm going to read a book called After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Together Again. And it's written and illustrated by Dan Sanat. And I'm reading this with the permission of the publishers who are Roaring Brook Press. So let's get started. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all of the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I walked past the wall every day and would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. Whoa, look what he made. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. His cool airplane that he made that looks just like a bird. Unfortunately, accidents can happen. They always do. Uh-oh. What's happening to his bird? I almost walked away again. But then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up and I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Look, he made it to the top of the wall. Hooray! Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Crack, crack, crack. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. Ooh, what did he crack into? The egg who got back up and learned how to fly. The end. I love this book because it reminds me that even if I've had a time when something felt really hard, or maybe I was afraid to do something because I was afraid of messing up, or maybe even afraid that I might get hurt again, that I can try again and be careful and know that the more and more I try and practice and do things, the better I'll be, because my mind and my brain is always growing and I'm always getting stronger. So just keep that in mind during this time, that you have lots of opportunities to try things again and again and again, and don't give up. Okay, see you later.